What is up, guys? Welcome to episode 13 of the SashaT podcast, a Whatnot original. And we got a very, very special guest in the house, Chris London, aka LSK. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast, bro.
Hey, man, thank you for the invite. It's a pleasure to be here. This is probably like my first, second podcast.
Really?
First that I can remember, to be honest. I haven't really
Okay.
been on too many podcasts.
Well, that's dope.
Yeah,
bro.
Hell yeah. I when you reached out, I was just like, dude, hell yeah. I love your stuff, what you do in the hobby, and I think
Appreciate
it's
it,
interesting.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
I want to talk more with you too, so I think this was like a great opportunity.
Yeah, we saw each other, or we were doing the Whatnot Lambo thing together, but it wasn't like that much talking. Because
I know, bro. That was such a crazy shoot, and
yeah,
those types of productions. I'm not the biggest fan of, because it's you do so much standing around and you don't know what's gonna happen. So
yeah, we were just there.
Yeah, you're just on standby, anxious. Okay, when's the next shot?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, 5 minutes. 5 minutes turns into 30 minutes, and then it's just then you watch it and it's literally what we were in that for 30.
Yeah, it was
10
it was 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
And that was literally probably I don't know. That was we were there for probably 6 or 7 hours, I want to say.
Yeah, dude. That reminded me of I did a 2K commercial with Cash, and we were on set for morning to night. It was 20 hours or some shit. And we were in it for maybe I don't even think a full second. But I mean, it's still cool. It was on TV and stuff, but it's just crazy how those high quality productions can go for so long, and you don't even know if you're gonna make the cut.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, something cool happened to you last night. I want to bring that up first.
I'm still trying to process it, man.
Tell the people what happened, bro.
So I met LeBron, got a selfie with LeBron James last night at the movie premiere for Hustle, Adam Sandler's new movie. LeBron's producing it. You know, he's a executive producer these days.
Dude, he's doing everything now, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy because it was one of those things where I didn't even know, one, he was an executive producer. Two, he was going to be there. I genuinely thought this screening I was going to was just in Hollywood, I get invited to movie premieres and screenings. And the last few that I've been to, I don't know if it's just because of my foggy memory. I haven't been out since COVID.
Yeah. But
it wasn't a big extravagant thing. And I get there and I'm seeing a whole red carpet. I see Queen Latifah, Adam Sandler, and I'm I look at my wife oh shit, this is
dope.
This is a real deal. House of Highlights doing interviews and shit. And I was a little upset because I got there not late, but just in time for the movie. Because I was okay, this screening, and then House of Highlights man, we had a whole interview for you set up on the red carpet and everything. I was I was not aware.
Yeah.
My bad. And then so I saw the movie and I needed to go to the restroom really bad after, so I wanted to beat the crowd. And what happened was I left, and right as the credits started, and I was going to the bathroom, whatever, looking for it, and I went the wrong way. And I see because I wanted to avoid the crowd. There was a huge crowd inside the theater. I don't know how all those people got in. But anyway, so I see it's a handicap bathroom. So I was oh, no one's going to be in here. Let me just try it. It's locked. And then security's hey, you can't be back here. And I'm oh, I'm sorry. Then as they're saying that, I look around. I'm that's LeBron James. And I'm going to walk away. But I was dude, I have to just go for it.
Yeah.
Went for the selfie. I was hey, man, is it cool if I get a selfie? And the security started swarming me. And the coolest part was where I was he's cool. And then so the security got off me or whatever. And then they let me take the picture. And yeah.
So this is kind of outside of the bathroom area?
Yeah. So it was right outside the bathroom on the side of going into the theater. So I guess he even beat the crowd too.
Yeah.
And as soon as I took the picture, everybody just swarmed over there, even the people in the screening, all these celebrities. And I think maybe I was the only person to get a picture with him. I think he dipped right after that.
That's so dope, bro.
So
I met Kobe when I was 15 or 16. It was I still think about it to this day, you know what I mean? It's one of those things you meeting LeBron, like we talked about earlier, maybe you're not processing the full capture of it right now, but you'll think about that like 10 years to come, like 10
Oh,
years to
dude,
come. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell my kids about it. It's something that I can just. It's such a cool story too. Because not to get emotional or whatever, but some personal. Like my grandfather passed away yesterday,
Oh shit.
and I was just kind of. I was upset. I didn't really want to go out, do anything, but I knew he'd want me to go out and just, spread positivity like I always do, like he
Yeah.
always did, and just do my thing, like, going to these events and things as part of my job. And um, I just built up the strength to go. My wife encouraged me. Shout out to her. And that's what's so crazy to me, like
That's
that.
crazy.
Like I was dead ass just about to be in the house, just
If you
kind of to
just stayed
myself.
home that day, you would have never had that opportunity.
That's what I'm saying. So I think it's just a sign and just a message that, life is short, just take it day by day, do the
Yeah.
best you can and make the most out of the day, because you never know what could happen. And that's the prime example.
See, guys, if you don't go out, you won't meet LeBron.
Yeah, or you won't meet LeBron, you won't see Adam Sandler and
Yeah.
Queen Latifah, all these great
Well, and it's
actresses.
interesting, like how random like connects can happen. Like, I think the first time we met was probably like last year at like a random card show.
Yeah,
I don't even
I
remember,
think it
like
was
Westminster or something like that. The premiere
I don't
show.
know. Yeah, it was a premiere show. Like Kenny told me to come out there. It was like, was it in Orange County?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was in Orange County. It was
yeah,
like
it was kind
Westminster.
of far.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, let me, we wanted to do like this collab video, and that was when I was trying to get, back into the card game and stuff. And yeah, that's where I met you and a few other guys that do some cards on YouTube. And it's crazy, man. It's
Have you
crazy
been to a
how
card show since?
I went to the Mint Collective in
Okay.
Vegas. TruCreator, my trading card company, we actually had a pop up there. Me, Jesse, and James did like a meet and greet. Our first like company, we had a booth and everything. Showcasing the new Series 2. We're selling the Series 1 there. It was really cool. I think it was good. You know what's crazy? There's a crazy story about that. In Vegas, Michael Rubin,
Yep.
right? So he was probably one of the few guys like I wanted to meet and I look up to, and he's like one of the owners, or I don't know, is he the
He
owner?
owns Fanatics, yeah.
Yeah, so and then they just started that Zero Cool company. Yep. And I landed, get to the expo, we're setting up the booth. And as I literally just got there helping, my coworker set up, and I turn around as I just get there, like putting my bag down, and Michael Rubin's just right there, like with his camera crew. He comes up to our booth and looks at our cards, and I was like, "Hey, tell me about this." And I told him about TruCreator, and he was like, "Dude, this is so cool, so innovative." And just like I was just I honestly don't even know like what I said, because I was just so shocked. Like, bro, I was not prepared.
When you met him though, did you know who he like was essentially, or were you like, who is that dude?
No, I knew who he was.
Oh, okay, gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha.
I knew who he was. It was just surreal to me that it just happened so fast.
Yeah.
And then I think he did like a walk around before the show actually started, because this was before it was even open to the VIP,
public,
not even like the public, because they had that
it was
one
Thursday
Yeah,
or Friday.
It was
Friday morning probably.
It was whatever the first day for the VIPs to do their walk around. I think it was Friday, because I got there Friday, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, dude, that was just crazy. And then he left, and I never saw him at the show again.
I don't think people understand how big of a company Fanatics is. It's fucking insane.
Dude, it's insane. And then for someone like him to like look at a company I built and say that it's dope and super innovative, like, and invited me over to their booth to talk more, and just that was cool.
Yeah, I mean, can you talk a little bit more about TruCreator and kind of what it is and how you started it?
Yeah, so TruCreator, it's trading cards for your favorite creators, influencers, like streamers, YouTubers. And how it started was just I love trading cards. Like, I've been collecting since I was maybe 8 years old, started early, would always go into the card shops with like $20 and try to get the best bang for my buck. And recently, I always just kind of like was on the search of like, is there any like influencer cards? Like, is there a Mr. Beast trading card
Yeah.
somewhere? Like, I would love to just try to like pull a holographic card of my favorite like streamer or something. And then that didn't happen. And I was spending like thousands of dollars on, sports cards. And like, I just kind of got tired of not really pulling anything.
Were
And
you
then,
ripping basketball or
yeah,
what?
basketball and football. And I just like, as I'm making videos for my viewers, like I realize like, dude, they can't spend the type of money that I'm spending, and let alone like I'm just getting lucky of these
Yeah.
pulls. I was pulling like Ja Morant autograph cards and things, but I just so happened to get lucky, and then I would pull some stuff off stream, and I would get guys that I don't even know who they are. Like, and I'm a basketball fan, right? So I've been in the game, watching the game forever, and I'm pulling cards that I don't know who they are, right?
Yeah.
And when I remember when I was young, there was that thrill of just ripping packs and pulling people that you have like a connection with,
Yeah.
right? And I think nowadays the connection, that type of connection, is through online social media. So for me, I collect cards just for things that mean something to me, not necessarily like the investment. You could look at it for the investment too,
Yeah.
but that's how like TruCreator came about. I was just on the patio with Jesse and James, who's in the 2Hype group with me, and we do other businesses outside of just YouTube. And I was like, dude, let's just start a card company and make trading cards for creators. And we started with series 1 with only like our friends within the sports community, like favorite 2K YouTubers, Aiden, DDG, like
Yeah.
guys I just came up with. And shout out to them for just believing in the vision. And I work with a lot of brands too, so it's also we wanted to build this company to create another revenue source for creators as well. And hopefully, in the future, we plan to do like big events so creators can also create experiences. So it's not even just for the collectible sides for their fans. We also want the people that we do sign to be able to create content through it and
Got you.
memories and capture that through a collectible, if that makes sense.
It
But
does. How like was that process though from like, all right, we're going to do this, we're gonna create this product, like what are kind of those types of things that you didn't know like came into like making like a card product?
do the production. So we started off as like a sample test with 2Hype. So we made a 2Hype box with just 6 packs, I think 6 cards per pack, kind of like a blaster box, but we didn't call it a blaster box. And the production there was not easy, but it wasn't too difficult. I think the hardest part was coming up with like a design for it and
Yeah.
finding a card designer that understood the templates. But thankfully, one of our partners, he's been in the hobby, and he has his own company as well, for 10-20 years, right? So he knows the process of making cards. And I myself, I don't know how the manufacture process goes. I'm still kind of learning that, as far as like, refractors, cracked ice, and all that stuff. We were learning about that. And I
Kind of
can
as
show
you
you,
went.
yeah, I can show you kind of like the quality of
Yeah.
everything that we went through. So we started with sample cards, looking at samples. And I think that was kind of the hardest part, was putting that together. And then also just, you know, connecting with the creators to make sure they're comfortable with like how the cards come
Well,
out,
because are
what
you
the
like
picture.
signing these creators to essentially deals? Like, how does that work?
So it's like a likeness deal, right? So they agree that we can use one image for the card, and with it's like athletes, right?
Yeah.
They get paid per autograph that they
Yeah.
do, and we treat it the same with influencers. They get paid every autograph that they do. We started with on card. Funny story, that this is another learning curve, is but the timeline for that, because you got to imagine like creators are doing their own thing, and I can see why probably the other companies don't work
They do
with creators,
stickers.
because like
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to
Well, no, it's the
wait
same
for
thing with
everybody.
athletes though. Like LaMelo, like doesn't sign.
dude. And it's like they also don't understand to, make sure you keep the cards in good quality.
Yep.
Some
Or they
creators,
sign like
bro,
well,
we
and they
would
don't.
get some back and the edges were just fucked, so we couldn't even use those anymore. So since then, now we moved to stickers for Series 2 for most of the creators, just because that was just a headache. But now I get it. Now I
Yeah.
see why, stickers and on card is like the thing. But that also comes in, like, with COVID, our production, like the ports got, shut down, which was complicated. That's why Series 2 was supposed to launch in December, right?
Yeah.
But because
Yeah, they're backed up. Like,
yeah, it's backed up. We actually saw some cards weren't printed the way we want, the quality that we wanted, so we had to
oh
reprint
shit.
everything. And people don't know that, but that's the reason why, is because we wanted to make sure that these are good quality, the best that we can make them. And I'm realizing too, like, the more you print, the more it's more difficult to have a perfect card because
Yeah.
of the printing machines and things like that. So not every card's perfect
Yep.
that we've seen, but for the most part, like, there's, like, dude, I'll show you, like, the quality is just night and day from Series 1 and Series 2. And we spent more money too on the I don't know what they call it, but like the sheets that you have to use to get that cool cracked ice, the glow that looks
Yep.
like a refractor. We really just trying to elevate each time, and that just takes time. And we have 40 creators in Series 2 versus Series 1. We had 27, maybe.
And did you
24.
bring some of the same creators back for
Some,
Series 2?
about half of them, like Aiden, DDG, those guys are exclusive in Series 1.
DDG was he at the whatnot thing?
No,
Oh,
DD, who was that? MMG is who you're
MMG.
thinking of. Yeah,
Gotcha.
that was MMG. He's in Series 2 as well. But a lot of the budget, man, is like, because we merged with athletes in Series 2, so that's another big thing
Oh
that we did.
shit.
Yeah, so not only is it creators, we have 20 athletes.
That's huge.
So
That's
we
like a
have,
big kind of like next step.
oh, dude, and we have Giannis, we have Trevor Lawrence, Mac Jones, Mike Tyson.
So those guys aren't exclusive on deals with like Panini or Topps?
No,
Or...
no.
Interesting.
So how it works is they're not exclusive. There's workarounds, right, to where you can kind of do a one-off deal, and you can't show, obviously, the NBA teams and their pictures. Like, they're very picky on, like, the pictures, and
Yeah.
sometimes, like, how athletes work too, especially depending on the tier of the athlete, like, they may agree, and then next week they're like, you know what, nah, I'm good. And so we had to be very careful with, like, making sure there's no leaks, because if something gets leaked, they're out, like, straight up. So if
Damn.
like the Giannis card, we didn't say anything until we had the auto on card and it was in hand, and then we were able to be like, okay, Giannis is in the product. And
How was like the process of like getting these guys to like say
so
yes? Like how do you like go about like I don't
so
know, getting that
thankfully, our
done?
partner, he works with, like, an agent. So it's all agencies, like
Got you.
agents, and it's just who
Yeah.
and working out, specific deals to where it makes sense. Like I said, with these products, like, we don't make money, and all the money that we did make, we put it into signing new people
You're
and
just kind of
just
at the
growing the
point of growing the
business. Yeah,
business.
just growing the business, and trying to, just like I said, make the best collectible and product for, we're trying to get more people into the hobby, like fans in the YouTube space, Twitch space, because I think, like, trading cards are just the coolest collectible to me. I think, like, people aren't aware because there's not a card that really resonates with them. Like I
Yeah.
said, because maybe they're not into sports. Like, I think there is a market for non-sports cards, which, I mean, you see it, like,
Yeah.
Zero Cool, they just started up, and
Yeah. And a lot of people are really like enjoying like I know people are getting into Post Malone cards. Like he has like a card that's a
Post Malone
I
with The
believe it's an
Weeknd.
on card auto. Yeah, weekend and there's a lot of other like rappers or celebrities that I see, like I go on eBay and I'm like, damn, that shit's selling for like Kim Kardashian's
Yeah,
cards sell for really well.
it's starting, man. It's starting. I think there's like it's all about how much somebody's willing to pay for it, how much they find a thrill in that, person or thing or whatever it may be. You can't really put a price on it. That's up to the people.
Yeah. And is there anything almost similar to TruCreator in a way, or is this kind of like the first of its kind?
I think it's the first of its kind as far as like creator trading
Yeah.
cards. I it's coming. I've talked to top creators in the space, like the top of, I won't name names, but and I think they've had offers as well from other companies. It's just a matter of like,
But those are companies that are already almost like established in a
yeah,
way. Whereas
exactly.
like what you guys are doing is like you're starting a
Yeah,
business and kind of building it up.
building it up, building it
Um,
out, and just building awareness too. I think it's like I genuinely feel like nobody, like a very small portion, know about it. And once everybody's aware and sees it and sees the quality, sees who we have in the product and just the type of cards we're making, like more people will be in tune with it, and it'll blow up for sure.
for sure.
And just the market itself, not even just our company, but I think just the market, like non-sports cards, could potentially blow up.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys, we are back. I'm gonna take in some questions from Whatnot. You guys are asking some really, actually, like dope questions here. All right, Chris. So somebody asked, what inspired TruCreator to go from our favorite creator cards to now athletes?
So what inspired that is we wanted to try to bridge that gap between, sports card collectors and just creator card collectors, to show like, hey, when you open this product, you can get the best of both worlds. Because I know there's a lot of sports collectors out there that may not know who these guys are,
Yeah.
but you could also pull people that you are aware of. And like the cards that we did make for the athletes are super sick. So it's like a best of both worlds. And I've always wanted that myself. And I always like to think like, if I like it, there's somebody out there that will also like it. And yeah, I think, like I said, to just show people that we're the real deal, this is legit. And I think just the credibility inspired it too.
Did you do any like testing with your fan base when you started of like, do they want to see like a product like this or not? Like,
So, I mean, it was kind of like the sample test with the 2-eye box, right? So, seeing how we sold, I think, like 4,000 boxes in the first day.
that's really
Yeah,
good for a new product.
yeah, and so that was killer. And then Series 1, we made hobby boxes, and those sold out the first week. And that was about, I think we messed up by only making, I think 330 or 4,000, 5,000 boxes, right? So 5,000, those sold out in the first week. And we have a lot of like blaster boxes. But the thing is like with our company, what people don't know is the hits are still like crazy in the blaster boxes. It's like when you hear blaster, you're probably thinking like, oh,
Yeah, retail, like you're not gonna
I'm
get
gonna
the
have to
numbers.
hit like, I'm gonna have to open maybe like a whole 50 boxes to get
Yeah.
something cool. But no, it's literally like the same. I want to say the same odds, but it's just less packs. So yeah, you may spend like $40 to get the same, actually more, but it's hard to kind of like let people know that because we're so
Yeah.
new and a startup. But we made the mega boxes, which has crazy amounts of, you're guaranteed like 2 autographs. And then we put packs in there that, hey, there could be some boxes with 5 autographs. There could be some with just the 2 guaranteed, but that's just the fun of it, And it's what, I think $70 now, like
That's
5
a
autos.
solid rip.
Yeah, it's like you get a lot of cards, a lot of packs, and a good amount of autos. So, Series 2, the it's a more of a premium product. The
Okay.
prices were higher. So Series 1, we sold $50 to $60 hobby boxes. This one's 75, to 100. So we actually have like insane boxes, right? So we call them insane, which is juice boxes.
Okay.
You could kind of, I like to think of it a little bit like first off the line, I think is what it's called.
FOTL,
Like,
yeah, for something.
yeah, but it's not really the same because one, I don't really understand first off the line, to be honest, but I think that's just the difference.
Yeah, they have like shimmers and stuff.
Yeah,
like gold
more
shimmers
high end
out of 5.
exclusives,
Yeah.
right? So it's not really
But
the
some
same.
people would rather rip hobby because
Yeah,
like for example, like in a lot of products, FOTL is like almost like double the price.
yeah.
So like it just depends on what you want.
Yeah, for us, it's literally just the higher odds of just a top tier auto,
Yeah.
right? You won't get more autographs. It's just the more rare cards are typically in that $100.
And for those blaster boxes, like are you guys selling all the products like on your website?
Yeah,
or...
on TruCreator.net. We have some distributors too, like Steel City, Blowout Cards.
And do you want to move? Like, do you want to go kind of like into like a Target or
Oh,
Walmart?
I would love that. That's the goal.
That's the goal.
That's the ultimate goal.
And what about hobby shops? Like, do you want to get?
Oh yeah, we're actually in some hobby shops. It's funny. Bryce Hall hit me up and saw our product and hit the hobby shop he goes to. He's pretty heavily.
What shop does he go to?
It's I think in Vegas. I want to say. I don't know
what.
it was
Probably
called.
Legacy Sports Cards.
But
probably.
I know he lives out there, so it had to be.
Oh, I thought
around there.
He lives in Vegas.
Yeah, he goes back and forth.
Got you.
But yeah, just he said that our product was there. He thought it was super dope, and hopefully, we're talking. Hopefully, can get some Bryce Hall cards going.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Especially like he's into the hobby too, like heavily.
I know he does a lot of Pokemon.
He does. He gets sports cards too. He's heavy into
Really?
like football, collectibles, and basketball. I think he's more into football, but yeah, man, it's just we're growing and growing. Like we just launched our Steph Curry card.
I saw that. Isn't there a dual card for
yeah,
that?
it's right.
Oh, you
here.
have it?
I brought it here for
no
you
way.
to show you,
I'm hyped, bro.
So the other two are on auction right now. We just launched the auction on.
This
June
is number
1st.
4?
There's only 4. So Flight has
sick.
Flight has the 3 out of 4. I surprised him because that's his favorite player all time. And
I can't believe you guys got Curry.
Yeah.
Dude, this is sick.
Yeah, dude. It was a long negotiations, and Curry he co-signed, like he agreed.
This is so sick, bro.
And we also have his individual autos for the set. He'll be in a future product coming out, I think this summer. So he'll be in the packs along with this card.
Flight's got to get his auto game up though.
I know it's hey, but that's Flight. That's that FTC Prime signature.
I see the FT, and then I don't know what the rest.
I don't. Hey, that's it. That's his auto, man. You can't deny. I prefer that than some athletes that just throw a little tick in there.
That's what LaMelo has, like, just such a trash auto. I'm just gonna say.
No, there's
like no work into it whatsoever.
I think it was like I pulled like a Sadiq Bey or something. I swear to God, it looked like he just went. Like it just.
That's why when you get like I don't know if you know a lot about Kobe's auto, but he really like took the time to like understand autos. Like when he was younger, it was Kobe and then the 8, and then he switched it, and it's still like he has such like an elegant auto that he like.
My theory behind that. I think autos are going to get worse over time with athletes because cursive isn't like a necessity. Like when I was in school, like I had to learn cursive, like,
yeah.
And it's like, if you didn't know how to write in cursive, like you failed, you know what I'm saying? Now I don't even think they teach that. So yeah, autographs are definitely going downhill. There's some cool autos though. Some creators, one creator I saw that had a cool autograph was Juggling Josh Horton. I think this is my theory. I think he actually has the O in his name, like juggling. I don't know. Like he made the O's.
I've never seen his autos. I don't know.
Like I wish I had it on me to show you, but yeah, I pulled in. I'm like, what are these O's going across? And then someone, one of my partners mentioned it. I think it's like to symbolize juggling.
Like, interesting.
But it's super clean. Like his penmanship is on point. Shout out to him.
Okay, let's talk about a little bit more of this card specifically. I just think this is fire. So is there a one of one of this, or is this like the only like set of it?
No, that's the only set of that specific card. There are one of one Curry autos that we have, but that's his solo cards, which I have pictures of.
And there is there any other duels with Curry like in the?
Just
This
Flight,
is it.
just Flight.
So what went into be like, all right, we want to have Flight with Curry?
So we thought of what would be cool is to, like I said, to bridge that gap of having like a cool athlete that maybe resonates with that creator. So then it's a collectible for the creator and just like who's a fan of the athlete. Like I think any Curry fan would love a Flight duo because they just look at Curry, man. I mean, he started that whole trend and the meme of just so inspirational.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where the inspiration came from. And there's actually a Jalen, I think it's Jalen Waddle and MMG and Destroying there's a triple auto in series 2. So
what does series 2 cost if I'm a consumer? How do I get my hands on it, and what would it cost?
So TruCreator.net, there's hobby boxes for $74.99, so $75. You can get an insane box for $99, which kind of gives you better odds of just hitting that crazy card. And then you can actually buy single packs for $7 too. This is all on our site. Some distributors are selling it, like, you know, like I said, the Steel Cities, the blowout cards of the, you know, the hobby. Some hobby shops have made wholesale orders as well, so that was cool.
But are you guys expecting to like sell out of the product, or will you guys have?
Well, I mean, we sold out of the blasters quick, but we're gonna restock those.
Okay.
So, but the hobbies are still available, going strong. We made a lot just because we prepared for, you know, we didn't want to, like, it's cool to sell out, but dude, like, I'm not even kidding, bro. Like, if I showed you the print sheets, there's so many cards. Like, I haven't even seen all of them. Like, realistically, I could show you the checklist. Like, there's a one of one of every. There's 4 variation one of ones of every single card. So if you just put that into perspective of just like, we have in series 1, I think we had 2 to 3 inserts. This one we have 4, I think 4 or 5. And then we have a die cut card for the first time, which is going to be considered like the case hit. They're not numbered, but there's only 20 of 10 people. So it's me, MMG, Jester, Flight, Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson's in there?
Oh, yeah. Mike Tyson.
Bro, this is lit.
Yeah, so Mike Tyson, he has a base card and I think only like 50 autos.
Okay, but if you get 2 autos in every hobby box, right? At least?
No, so it's 2. It's 1 auto guaranteed
in a hobby box.
In a hobby box, but there's jumbo relics. So we have jumbo relics, and it's either just the relic or it's a relic auto.
Okay.
But those are the 2 guaranteed hits.
And then like with this dual card, like is this auction off on your website?
Yeah, it's only on our website. You can only
so you can't hit something like this in the product, or how does it work?
No, this card specifically, like in my hand, will be in the next like product that we launch in this summer. But like the Giannis autos, the Trevor Lawrence, the Mac Joneses, those are in here. The hobby box. Yeah,
that's actually a pretty good value play.
Yeah. So I mean, the pre-orders, they're going out this week. I know there's been like hella delays. We got some shit for that, but like I said, it's been a work in progress.
How has your how have you went about marketing the product though? Because this is honestly like I've known about like TruCreator and like what you're doing and series 2, but I never knew like, you know, Giannis is in the product and like those type of, I didn't know that.
So that's one thing we are building, right? We are working on that. I think we can do a lot better is the marketing. So people, like I said, like once more people are aware of this, I think it'll be great for us. And like we've done like Instagram ads, we're doing influencer marketing. So a few of these creators, they'll probably promote in their videos. They do like an IG story, but we literally launched last week, so our marketing rollout is all through June.
Right?
Yeah. We started with the June flight card. And then, we have activations that we plan to go out. We're trying to get into like just card shows, have a little booth, put our product into hobby shops. So that's kind of the route we're going. And then of course the owners, the founders, me, Jesser, and Jidel, we make our YouTube videos. But what we learn and what we're trying to get away from is like us being the ones
Yeah,
pushing
I
it,
see what you're
right?
saying.
Because even today, like a lot of people confuse that this is like a Too Hype company, but it's not. It's
Yeah.
just Too Hype. Like we all support each other's like endeavors and things, and we just we were the first product. Like so Too Hype was the sample test and everything. And what's cool, and like I said, bro, it's like we created a company that we also like we pay each other too. So
Yeah.
it's like we treat it as
A
a
business.
company. We
Yeah.
treat it as a business. And dude, I mean, the creators getting paid for everything that we do, paid well, I would say. And yeah, because I just believe in it so much that it will pay off, you know.
What's kind of like your not end goal, but something you'd want to see the business like kind of develop into?
Dude, I think like the events that we have, these activations, like TruCreator activations, like the dream is just to have those, you know, crazy like parties where we're ripping packs and creators are coming out creating crazy vlogs of like what our events are, and then just the fans like having the coolest card of their favorite and the best creators in the world. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there's like I'm thinking of like a Dr. Disrespect, a Ninja, Nick Merckx, like there's a long list of like names I can name. It's just I think creators aren't really thinking in that way to have a collectible like that, or maybe they're just not interested. It's not their thing, but I just think there's a world where it should be a thing. Like it's no different to me. I look at it as like selling a t-shirt or a hoodie.
Yeah.
Why not sell a trading card?
But I feel like a lot of creators do like this space because
Oh,
like
I know.
you see it more now, like where they're ripping whether it's Pokemon or basketball cards and stuff.
I think if people tend to look at it weird or get uneasy because they look at it as like, oh, if it's not worth, like, what is it worth? Like, what is
Yeah.
the investment side of it? And it's like you could look at it like that, but what's the there's no fun. I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, like I said, the value, the aftermarket value, dude, like that's not what I'm really focused on. I
But is
mean,
that
it's good.
something that you want to like grow in a way? Like,
Oh yeah, I mean it's great to see. I mean, you could go on eBay right now and like,
yeah.
dude, my like just seeing my autos, like cat, like all the Two Hype guys autos, even selling for $10 is crazy
Yeah.
to me, right? But when we launched, like I saw a cash auto relic sell for $400. Like
Wow.
I saw Jesser's auto sell for a couple hundred. Like
Is
Aiden, like
is that something that you guys like behind the scenes, like kind of like just talk shit on? It's like, oh, my auto sold for for more than yours.
I mean, I don't think we talk shit,
Not talk shit, but just like
but
your boys just chilling. You know
one
what I mean?
joke I think I've made before is like, damn, Big Shirt Jidel auto selling for more than Blake Griffin or something. Like I can't remember, but something in that nature. Like there's literally because there's so many athlete cards too, and just seeing like a top athlete having it even just within the same vicinity price range is crazy, right?
Yeah.
And no one thought it could be done, right? I think it's inspiring to just keep going because there is like a market, and I truly like, I sound crazy, but I think this is like $1 billion market in the future. 20 years, 30 years.
I think that like the way that like with social media, Instagram, TikTok, and all these places, and YouTube, of course, and you know, people wanting to just watch videos of their, you know, favorite creators, like you mentioned, it literally is almost like like you're an athlete in a way, right? Where
I think
people
so.
want to like have a piece of you in a way to follow your career the same way that they would as an athlete.
It's crazy, man.
And so like if you can, like, I don't know like exactly every single creator you have in here, but like let's say it's a guy that maybe has like 500K subs on Instagram, like a small YouTube channel, and that dude blows up like in 10 years. You know, that could be something where you can get into him now and develop his career and really become more of a fan of in a way because you have the card, and you know, maybe that card does, you know, develop into
I like
a good
how
investment.
you said that because that's exactly what happened to Aiden. So I've been boys with Aiden for quite some time. I always knew like he was gonna be like a top streamer, top YouTuber, whatever he put his mind to.
Yeah.
He was very entertaining, in this 2K wagers that I watched. And so we had signed him when he had literally, so we put the total follower count on the card at the time that they agreed to work with us, right? And at that time, collectively, like all social medias, he had 1 million followers, like Twitch, YouTube, Instagram.
Yeah.
I think now he's at, I don't even,
It's insane.
like, you know what I mean?
He's murdering it.
Yeah, it's just, he's insane. And, you know, shout out to him. And like I said, I love all the creators we work with. And I just have so much, you know, gratitude towards them for, like I said, just working with us and believing in it. And this is just the beginning, right? And it's special to see. It was kind of like just see that growth, right? And yeah, I just want to keep doing that.
I gotta like take a look at all these guys that are creators in here and like make plays, like and rip some boxes. And
hey man, you never know. And like I said, with the quality of the cards, like I know like it's not 10 out of 10, right?
Yeah.
The first,
but you don't want a product to be like that, like because of the whole aspect of grading and gemming. Like you saw, like with F1, for example, when the first year F1 came out, the product was absolute shit in terms of like what the cards were, and people were getting 6s and 7s and 8s. But that actually helped the value of a lot of cards, because in PSA 8 of a first year F1 card is actually a really good grade in a way. You know what I mean?
See, I never even looked at it.
So then a lot of like, there's a lot of cards that like, I don't know, like whatever set that gets a lot of 10s, the 10 value actually like depreciates because there is a lot of 10s. You know what I mean?
That makes sense. Well,
now don't like, I wouldn't say like make the product shitty, but
no. Oh,
it's always good to have like.
But you know how hard it is. Like what I've learned is how hard it is to have that consistent 10 too, as well, because it's like
you coming off a sheet, right? Dude, and then it's getting cut.
Man, the fucking machines be scratching the fuck out of it. It's like, bro, like one will look just so clean, and I can even show you just the differences you can see, like especially like the refractor types, like the cracked ices, like one will probably have a little bit of scratches, the other one will be super clean, and one will just be like, what the fuck was this just thrown on the ground or something? Like it is what it is. And it's like you said, it's all off of a sheet, so wherever it's placed will determine how well it is, and you just gotta pray.
So the ones that get like all like fucked up, do you keep them? Because there's like some cards where they're like so like OC, or it's OC, and then there's another like sheet of a card, and some people grade those because they think it's like a 101 in a way, where like there's nothing like that. So I don't know. That'd be interesting to see.
I don't. We don't keep anything that's trash. We just that's shit's trash. Yeah. But, yeah, grading. We plan to grade with, you know, future products have graded cards, working with some nice slab companies in the future. So be on the lookout for that.
We got a good question from the chat. Somebody said, if you can meet any athlete, past or present, and make a card of them, so having your product, who would it be?
So we just made a flight in Steph Curry card. I think a legendary iconic card would be a Cash and LeBron.
That would be pretty dope.
LeBron, the way his upper deck thing is set up, there's just,
they signed him exclusively, right?
For life. Like it's not even. I even
hopefully they paid him good back, because
I
at that
honestly
time they got a steal out of him.
I think on the low, like he's part of upper deck in some sort of way. I don't even know. Like
that's how MJ is too, though.
Yeah,
MJ
so it's like because he's still playing, he can't really say, but it's like I have to assume, right? And yeah, that play would just be so hard to get, tough. But it would be so legendary, you know. And some like the beauty of this is like some athletes, like it just depends on the mood that they're in. Like Giannis, I honest to God don't think he wouldn't have done it if he wasn't in a good mood, like dead ass. You know, it's just he's like, hey, yeah, fuck it, and then he's expensive as shit. But
I wonder if you can get like a triple of like Lonzo, Melo, and Jello. That would be kind of a cool card, not gonna lie.
Hey, big baller brand, TruCreator card.
That would be tough. And they're right here in like, where are they? In Chino Hills.
Yeah, they're close. And I like that's the thing. It's kind of like we hit up athletes to be like, is there any like pushes that you want to make that's not sports related. So it's like, let's say like Damian Lillard, if we make a rapper card for him or something, like, Panini's not going to do that.
Are you planning to try to get rappers in the product too?
Oh yeah, musicians are already in the talks, and that's like
That'd be
harder.
like a cool like Lil Baby, and then like
one rapper particularly. It's just like, dude, I don't know what I can and can't say. It's like there was one rapper where it's like I knew a song was coming out because we were trying to make this card happen, and it fell through, but he was down. It just was hard to get the athlete. So it's like that would have been like some Steph Curry type beat. But
so yeah, if you're doing a duel and there's two like people you're trying to get, you have to line it up to where they
both agree. The likeness and that agreement is like, both agencies are happy, and yeah, they have to literally be okay with everything. So everyone we do like duo and triples with, like, they're all game with, having a creator on the side too. Some weren't game with it, some were, and like some were just too expensive to where it didn't even make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ask every creator, like, hey, send me a list of athletes that you're cool with, and would you talk about in your videos, and we try to make it happen. And that's what happened with the flight.
It's gonna be interesting to see like the values of all these cards over the next couple years.
The flight and Steph Curry cards are up for auction right now. It ends
so my boy texted me this morning like 6 a.m. What did he say? He said something about the card to tell you or something like that. He said, tell Chris tomorrow I'm bidding on the Curry flight duel. There you go.
Dude, I mean, I don't know what they're at now. I mean, the last I saw it was like 1,500, but if you guys go on TruCreator.
What's your guess of like what you think we'll go for?
Dude, I said $500. Like,
oh, I know, because Curry autos themselves.
Yeah,
autos go for at least like 6 or 7.
We have like we don't have the other Currys for bids. They're just buy now. So I think some are listed for $750. One sold 4 out of 4 for 1,000, and then there's the 1 through 4 is listed for 1,000.
Will this card that we have be auctioned off too?
This card, that's going to be in the packs. The other ones are
going to be in the packs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
we're starting at $1 just running right now.
Oh yeah, no. We started at $1 on the website. But yeah, it's a blessing, man. I think it's just the beginning, right, of something real.
I could see this going for like 3 or 4 bands.
I thought like the peak it was like 2 bands, and I think one of them is at 2. The last time I checked, it was like 1,500.
How many days are left? Or?
There's it ends the 3rd, so was that Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the 104 is at 2,500.
There you go.
25. I think 3 or 4 bands.
Yeah, so still a day left, I think. So
that's insane.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
To see like that's cool, like a product that you made, and then you see like these price points.
It's very cool, and even Flight, man, he's very happy, and I'm just glad to that we created that for them. It's like, and I want to do that again for more creators.
Did you always have like this like entrepreneur aspect like inside of you, or is it something that you kind of grew into as?
Bro, I've been hustling on, just in this space I've been on YouTube for almost 10 years.
How old are you?
29.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've been in the game for a while, and I started like doing skits at first because, playing basketball, I was always known as like a basketball player. And since I lost my scholarship, it's a long story, but with injuries, I just stopped playing ball. Kind of depressed me a little bit. So I wanted to find an outlet that I just could prove to people that I'm more than just a basketball player.
Yeah.
And so I genuinely like went on YouTube and online. I've made my Kristopher London name, which isn't my real name, by the way. Is it
really not?
Nah, that's my stage name, because I was born in London, and when I moved to the States, everybody called me London. So
oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah, so
do a lot of people know that though? Like,
yeah, well, now, yeah, I went to Oral Roberts, full name Kristopher Obaseki. But yeah, But so I got into like comedy. I used to be funny at one point, and
It used to be funny at one point.
and
that just left me one day.
I would, I write skits and everything every day, and I got to 100K, and then once I hit 100K, I'm like, okay, I made a name for myself doing that. Now it's people were interested, like, dude, you're tall, like you're 6'10". I'm like, yeah. And then I got into like playing 2K, and then I started getting an audience through 2K, and then they were like, oh, but can you hoop though? And I'm like, yeah. And then so that's how I met the 2Hype guys, is through 2K.
Okay.
And I thought, listen, like I'm seeing there's no like personalities on the space yet, like with sports really. It's like maybe some trick shots. I think Dude Perfect's been around for 10 years maybe, but like real just like, and I'm not talking about like hooping seriously. I mean like goofy shit.
Yeah.
Like some people think it's corny. I think the shit is lit. Like it's fun to just show a different side, like show my personality through the game. And I was telling Jesser, I'll never forget, like he had like, I could see he had this creative mind. He was making like IRL 2K skits. That's how I found his channel. And one day I was like, hey, like I'm coming to LA. I think we should like do a 1v1. Like fuck it. Like let's just make a 1v1 video on polished shit. Like I can see you can play a little bit and just come up with something funny to do. And then I pull up and he's like, hey, we're going to play 1v1, but with shock collars. Like dog shock collars.
What the
And
fuck?
every time like he had his friends press the collar while we're playing 1v1. And then the game changed forever. So
like it would be random.
It would be random. So I'm playing him, and I get like we get shocked and like,
oh.
mid air. I'm just like and then
they're probably helping him every time you're going for a shot.
I forgot who won that, but it was fun. Like that was like new. You know what I'm saying?
Completely different than like what you'd expect.
And so that kind of gave us the idea, like, and it resonated, did well. So we're like, bro, we got to like do more. Like, what can we do next? And then that's when we started doing the IRL. It was, I really encouraged him to like get like think outside of just 2K, because his 2K was his bread and butter, you know. And same for me, it was just comedy or skits and things. I was like, oh, this is my bread and butter. I can't just like leave it, you know. Sit down videos were a thing, like where I would just rant. I did story times, like people know me from my story times.
You just put it on YouTube? Or?
I just put it on YouTube, man. And you know, then as I started to grow, I was like, okay, I kind of want people to take me a little more serious. And I made a goal for myself to be the face of just basketball on YouTube. Like when you think basketball, like you've seen my face, you've seen my content, you've seen the group 2Hype, and like that's what we became to be. I was the first YouTuber to be an NBA media day, right?
That's crazy.
And just getting to interview like NBA guys, and like the fact that they even seen my content, or their kids, they come up to me and say, my kids love you. And I'm just like, that just gave me the drive to keep going and stay with it. And you know, it was like, I always say this is like when one door closed, another one opened, right? It was I was at this YouTube party one night, and I was telling these top Viners my story, and they're like, dude, like this is crazy, you got to tell people more about this, like it's really inspiring, and like just keep going with this content stuff, because I, you know, they saw my stuff and they liked it. And that kept me going, because I was broke, bro. I was just fucking.
How old were you at that time?
That time I was probably 21. I would save up all my money to go to VidCon, and just so I could go to these panels of the top creators and talk with them, get, you know,
that's smart,
knowledge
though.
and shit, and
that's smart.
You know, network there. And yeah, literally I would even ask my parents like, hey, I can't afford the flight there, can you cover the flight? I got the hotel. Or I would couch hop with somebody there, room hop, you know, like 4 dudes and, you know, 5 dudes in one little ass room. But I was just there to like network. And over time, like I went to probably maybe 5 VidCons, bro, like where I just 5 years I just wasn't really, I was living check to check. And finally when I wasn't really making good money till I got into like heavily into the 2K space. And I saved up enough money with living with my mom for a year. And that's when I reached out to Jesse. I was like, trying to formulate a group house, because I always look up to, FaZe, the FaZe House,
Yeah.
Sidemen. Those are, guys I looked up to, and I knew we could do that, or I could build something like that. And I told Jesse and my friend Zach and 2Hype as well, like, hey, let's just get a house. Like, fuck it, let's rent somewhere in LA. I don't care where, like the cheapest spot, but we got to be in California. And they were like, nah, like they had their other shit going on. So I was like, I literally was about to just take all my money and just leave my house. I was like, if I'm gonna do this shit, I gotta do it right now. I didn't like, I'll figure out if I'm homeless, fuck it, but thankfully, and this is why I always just like give Jesse like the credit and always help him and everything. We help each other, right? The 2Hype guys, we always help each other. And he actually helped me move out. Like, he covered rent for, I want to say like three months. And I told him, I was like, hey, if you can cover me, like, I'll pay you back and some. And eventually, like, I took that and I grinded. We grinded uploading like every day, crazy videos, and it went well. And I was able to pay him back. And then I could afford to live on my own and shit. And boom. This little man, bro, this dude is like 17 and he just has all this money. Like, because he didn't need to spend any money. And it was just like, it's just crazy. I've seen him grow from like a kid to this man has a 10,000 square foot warehouse and millions of subs, billions of views.
It's cool though that you guys like linked up early, and now you can like have careers together. Yeah, and look back, but now you can like build together.
Yeah, we built TruCreator together. He's built a freaking company out of this world and his own thing. He's in real estate. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy, inspirational, bro. Man.
But like the cool thing is too is like you probably know, like you're in the YouTube space, like it's hard to find people that like you can actually trust in a way.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's crazy because it's like, hey, people in this space, man, people come and go. I'm not perfect. I've made my mistakes through my career. All I can do is just do better next time. Like, just learn from it and grow from it. And that's what I believe I've done. Like, I think now, especially that I'm older, I'm freaking married now. Like, I'm trying to start a family.
Man, bro.
Yeah. So it's like, I just think like my mindset's like the content I made starting out, bro. Like, I think that shit is cringe, but there's people that come up to me and be like, oh dude, you fell off, like your old shit. People come up to me, I used to watch your videos all the time. And like, before it would kind of like hurt my feelings a little bit. Cause it's like, you used to like, what happened? But it's like,
what the fuck, bro?
Like, but I look at it now, it's like, dude, they grew up like I did. Like, it's just, I grew out of that.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Like, like you can't, you're making the content that you're making like with your life. You can't like go make that content that you did 10 years ago, because that's not what you're doing today.
I just think too, it's like what I do now, like kids, I make content for kids because like I want kids to be inspired by what I'm doing, and like do more than what they're doing, like whatever it may be. Like, it doesn't even have to be YouTube. It could just go for what you're passionate about. And like, if something happens to you that prevents you from doing that, you can find another way that will lead you that you never expected. It's like my injuries, right? In basketball, I thought I needed to go to the NBA. No, I'm where I am today with my talents. Like, and to be honest, I love this way better.
Yeah.
And I probably make more money.
Do you think like, this is like a left field question, but like, do you think like being like 6'10", like tall and like all that sort of stuff, was that in your head of just like,
dude,
like you said, I need to be an NBA player? But I mean, do you think that there's athletes like that like maybe like shouldn't actually be NBA players and they have like another passion in a way?
Oh yeah, it happens all the time, because then there's the outside people that come up like, dude, there's people that come up to me every day and say, they don't even say, hey, how are you doing? Like, hey, what's your name? Oh, hey, who do you play for? Like, and it's like,
like, what the fuck?
You know, some people could like that could fuck someone up like in the head, right? And it did to me for a while. And that's why I like there was a time in my life I couldn't even look at a basketball without crying because it's like, damn, I just feel like a fucking failure, right?
Because
But
you're put into a box of like this is what you're supposed to be.
I would go into my own job. Like I quit my job because my boss kept trying to tell me what I should be doing or what I could be doing. But it's like, dude, I don't need this. Like I could go do YouTube right now and make more money than you, bro. Like, so that's what I did. I literally just quit because I was just tired of just walking into like this toxic environment that was trying to fill my. I had people come into the store, like in my high school, like people from my old high school would come in and be like, dude, like, I know you don't play anymore, but you should do this, do that, and like it's their dream. It's not my dream. And
it's like a forced upon thing.
Yeah, there's some NBA guys. I think you know, Larry Sanders kind of speaks on it. Like, you know, some guys like when they make that money, like they realize like this isn't really what I want to do. And then they go off. Some go off and do it. Some, you know, make coast, and you can see it when they're on the court. Like they're just coasting because it's not really like they're always just that talented.
I'd always like watch games and be like, who are the guys that like actually fuck with basketball, and who are the guys that are just like in it for the bag? Which I respect that too.
My thing was like, dude, this is how I knew too. Like my goal was to go to the NBA, and I would have loved to just be on the fucking bench, not have any pressure to start or whatever. It's just like I could say I went to the NBA, I'm on the team, I get all the fucking perks of it. Make millions, and like I'm gonna use that millions to make another business. Like that was my game plan. Yeah,
that's funny. Let's get into the product, bro. Yeah, I'm hyped.
Let's do it.
How much time we got left on this part?
I took care of that one, but we got 2 minutes.
Oh, we're chilling. All right. Well, let's look at Series 1 first, just so we can show some people what it looks like.
Somebody asked about Series 1. I said, is it flagship, pretty much?
What does that mean? Like collectible? What is it? Flagship?
Like that's like the true rookies. Like
oh, so what was supposed to like? This is a good question. So we have what is labeled the first edition, right?
Okay.
And what we looked at and decided was, as a company, is the full calendar year of when the cards are printed, right? So let's say Series 1 came out in June. So everybody in that June product, Series 1 has a first edition logo, right? So that's their first edition card. And then Series 2, given that it was printed in 2021, they also have first edition. So there's some people with 2 like first edition cards, and it's kind of confusing because they're like, oh, but they were in Series 1. But that's just because of the delays of it coming out. And it was like, I think even like Panini, and they're still releasing shit that's like, you know, but it's like now moving forward, it's like, okay, it's 2022, so all the new cards that come out, the creators that already have a card, they won't have that logo there. So I don't know if that answers the question, but kind of give the context of like the collectible. But there are exclusive creators like Aiden, DDG, so you can only get them in Series 1.
Somebody asked if they want to become a distributor. Is that like possible, or how does that work?
Yeah, so we have on the TruCreator.net. If you go into the like, contact us, we have like a form sheet for distributors and get that wholesale for your shops or however you. We're looking into getting breakers. That's something we're getting into. I think breaking this product is a lot of fun. Every time I break this product, like it goes crazy. Like dead ass. It's so fun. And it's affordable, bro. Like it's like you could come in there with so for the launch stream, we did breaks based off of the first letter of the card's name. Right? And there was 9 spots. And each spot I think went for like $70 to $80. But we did a full case, so 10 boxes. And you get every card within that letter, so it's like all the F's, you get all the phase guys. Flight, that was a good hit. J, there's like 8 J people. There's Jalen Waddle, Jesser, Jidel. So you get all those cards in the case break, and like that was a lot of fun.
That seems like a lot of fun. So this Series 1 product, you
Mhm.
can't like order it or anything like that.
No, you can. It's still available.
It's
The
still
just the
available.
jumbo box. And
Got you.
so what's available for Series 1 is the jumbo boxes and the blaster boxes, but there's no hobby box.
And so what does this go for today?
That is on the site. I think I want to say 70. I want to say 70 bucks. Yeah.
And then
'Cause
this
we did
is-
a lot of deals recently, so
This is Series 2. This is the new product.
that's the new product, Series 2. Yeah.
And then what does this go for on your site?
75. And then the Insanes. So it'll have
So
like
Phase Rug probably is one of the best autos you can hit.
Yeah.
You'd say?
I would say, but his auto's actually been hit quite a few times.
Oh, you got the Professor?
Oh yeah.
I used to watch his videos.
Yeah, dude, that was lit for me. He's a
He's
cool
an
guy.
OG.
Yeah, he's an OG and one, grew up on and one mixtape.
Dude, I want to hit a Professor one.
He's in the movie. He's in the new Adam
Really?
Sandler movie. Yeah.
Fuck, he's big time.
He is big time.
So there's one of ones of all these guys, bro.
Every single one. Dude, the one of ones go crazy on eBay too. I just saw my boy Moochie. He had this sick patch. I got to show you the pictures after the stream or whatever.
Yeah.
But like the one of ones are the coolest cards, bro. Like we even have printing plates too. So
Fuck, I'm hyped. Are we
Yeah.
gonna rip this, bro?
let's do it. I'm down.
Should we
I
rip?
brought it here to rip.
Should we rip and keep all the cards, or should we rip and give it away to the people?
We can rip. And I brought some for you, but I
Okay.
also brought a box to give away. So
All right,
like the
let's give
hits from a box, we'll give
Okay.
away one box, give
Okay.
away, and then the rest you can.
All right, dude. All right, so what we'll do, guys, is we're gonna rip this box. We need to do it a couple ways, I guess. We can do packs, so each pack somebody can get,
Yeah.
or we just give away the whole box to one person.
Yeah, we could rip it and then just give away like the whole.
Okay, so we'll do that. We'll
Yeah.
rip it, and then all the cards we rip, we'll do a giveaway, and then whoever wins it wins it. We got fucking Cash. We got Destroying. We got Tristan. I've seen his YouTube. Did he go to college for did he start?
So he was going to, but then he didn't to do YouTube, to pursue YouTube.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's incredible. I think
He
he's
seems like a smart dude.
Oh yeah, he's smart. That's my guy. He's got a lot of businesses as well.
Is he in LA too, or is he in Canada?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, but he goes out to LA a lot. I was just with him making videos.
Damn. We got Phase Rug, which I think that would be a really cool hit.
Oh yeah. It's crazy. He was the first auto I pulled.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm happy about that. That was the one I was like, yeah, this is for me.
We got Flight. Damn. This is actually sick.
Yeah.
Professor and Jesser.
The checklist
Are
is
you in there
crazy. Yeah. I'm in there.
You're not on the box.
I'm
bro.
on the blaster box.
All right,
Yeah,
respect.
I wasn't clouded enough for the hobby box, unfortunately.
That's funny. Well, this is your product. I'll let you open it. I'll get the
yeah.
cutter for you.
Yeah. One of one Flight, dude. His relic is his do-rag. So for the relic cards, we have them send either their merch or something that their fans like. That's crazy. Like Phase Rug, he sent a fucking Phase Rug. Like it's a rug that's just with the Phase logo, bro. Like it's crazy. We got some. I know James. He was big on customizing shoes in his videos, and his relic is a shoe that he made. And then mine is my merchandise jersey. Everybody that has an auto should have a relic, including the athletes. 12 packs, 6 cards per pack, and the hit's always on the back.
All right, we'll go pack for pack. You go first.
All right, you can go here. All right, first pack. This one kind of feels.
The heavy?
Oh, it is heavy. Wow, first pack, dude. What the hell? Got a relic. So we got Moochie, Joe Knows, JT Daniels.
You got QBs in there.
Oh yeah, got AMP, Jeffrey, and
Who's that?
Joe Knows. This is a 2K YouTuber. He's a top 2K YouTuber.
So where's that patch from?
So that's his. I don't actually know, but we always ask them to send their merch. So
Okay, gotcha. So
what
is it like player worn? Is it
yeah,
like,
it's worn. It's
okay,
like
good.
things they've worn in a video.
Okay, solid.
So
That's dope.
yeah, it's like a collectible within
That's
like
dope.
like I said, like Flights is his do-rag. FaZe rug is fucking a rug.
Yeah,
Like, dude,
that's lit.
that pack you'll definitely know when you hit that because that shit is fat.
I'm
Pause.
gonna go. I'm gonna go here. We got a numbered card on the back.
Ooh,
Damian Collins.
he's a draft prospect.
Oh, so that's interesting.
Yeah. So we have prospects in there. We got some college NIL guys in there that could be promising. Like CJ Stroud. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but
Johnny.
apparently he's like potential number one. so yeah, he's in the product. Yeah.
Somebody asked
Johnny Juzang.
Yeah, that's solid, right?
Yeah.
Somebody asked, what do you think is the most valuable creator in TruCreator besides all of the athletes?
Most valuable creator? That's a tough one.
Who's Tyceno?
Tyceno? He's also a 2K streamer, YouTuber.
Oh, we got Pac-Man.
Hey, Pac-Man in there.
We got Pac-Man.
Yes,
there we go.
He's gonna have a sticker and on-card auto, so he's one of the few. He requested that specifically.
Haley Van
Leaf. She's a hooper, bro.
Is she the guy that is she the girl that was really close to Kobe?
No, that's Sabrina. She's in the WNBA.
Oh, there's another girl though that
maybe she was.
Yeah.
But I is it? I don't know. I don't know if she was. But she went to Louisville Final Four.
Okay, we got is that a pink or
pink? It's like magenta, I'd like to call
number to 100.
Magenta Moochie, yes sir.
That's gas.
Hey, Moochie 1 of 1. I just saw like he had a nasty 1 of 1 patch and it sold for 150 on eBay. So
I just want a FaZe rug like 101 or
dude, if we hit a 1 of 1 in this, like Carson Strong, that's a QB I'm not aware of, but could be lit. Duke Dennis, AMP, Kai AMP, Tyceno, Tristan Jass, and the 2 hype gold foil. So first time in this product and first ever, we have a 6-way auto. So it's front and back out of 25, I think. So that I can't wait to see what that looks like. I don't even know what that looks like. I wasn't able to see before it got packed.
Somebody said I want a dual auto of SashaT and Chris London.
Hey,
that could be interesting.
We do. Hey, if there's like we might do some crazy shit for the national. Like we did a Mint Collective card exclusive. So
did you guys?
Yeah, we're trying to also work with like I said with breakers and things, and just have like we want to make cards for everybody. You know. Yeah.
I want a fucking 1-on-1. Jidel. Is that how you say it?
Jidel, yeah. Ooh, we hit a glow.
Zach TTG. FaZe rug.
Hey. And you see the base borders, so there's like short print and like
Geo. He's kind of up recently.
Geo eyes, yeah. He gets a lot of hate. I feel bad.
Really?
Yeah. Every time we post him, he's just like people just be hating on him. Shout out to Geo. Yeah, he's a little more bearable, I would say now. Tyceno. Oh, that's the insert, superstar insert. Right. That's one of my favorites. Actually,
I like the way it looks.
Yeah, man. It's here's the first like glow card. We call these the glow because you know, I think Refractor's actually trademarked. So Mac Jones color match.
No, what you got, Mac Jones?
Let's go, yeah.
What the? I didn't know about it. You didn't even bring up Mac Jones.
Oh yeah, it's Mac Jones.
Just whatever.
Yeah, this is like a Mac Jones auto. Yeah, dude, what do you think of the like? This is I don't know.
No, it looks solid.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So some of those can come out like fucked.
I think that's low key a good thing.
But
like,
yeah, that one actually is probably the cleaner I've seen. To be honest.
All right, let me sleeve that up.
Oh, do you know who this is? Amari Jones, Florida? I don't know.
I don't.
You know? Maybe he'll come up. He's on the rise. Oh, Malik Willis got drafted. He's in the product.
This is a really good Somebody asked, how do you get over the anxiety of being on camera in public and people constantly staring? I know it gets easier with practice, but do you have any tips for what you've done if you can start over again?
What the fuck? Well, I've had a lot of practice. Because being a tall man, you already get stared at every single day you walk outside. So that was kind of my practice. I think, you can tell in my videos too by my demeanor is like I notice I always cringe at my old shit because I kind of was soft spoken in the beginning of my career, I feel like.
Yeah.
And I think that just came from nerves and not really like, I don't know, being confident in my content. Yeah, Jenna's in there. We have got some women in there. Got some women creators.
One of my boys has a big crush on Jenna.
Hey, there's some Jenna autos in there. I don't know what her relic is, but it might be some shorts. I don't know. No, I'm playing. What was I saying? Oh yeah, to basically it's just practice just talking in front of the camera. I used to do a lot of takes, like, and take the best one, but now I just feel kind of natural with it. I don't ever do retakes. I hate doing retakes, actually. So it's just common. And then you got to put yourself in uncomfortable situations too. So that's why I would always go to panels and shit, and I would encourage myself to speak on them just so I can get comfortable speaking, because I can speak to millions on a video,
a live
because
stream,
it's like, well, not even a live stream, but just a video. I know, like, potentially millions of people could see it, so I don't really get nervous. But like a live stream, if there's over like 10K, maybe I'll have some jitters, or if there's 100K, then I'm really like, oh shit, like, okay, this is a little too much for me. But over time you just adapt to it, and I think it really comes down to how confident you are in yourself and just your craft. I think over time I just, hey, if you mess with it, you mess with it. If you don't, hey, somebody does. So I'm not really tripping. Got White Iverson, B-Dot.
Scooter, I remember watching his videos.
Oh yeah, Scooter the man. He was in Series 1 as well. Destroying is a big hit in this product. Shout out to him. Oh, this is one of our new inserts, the Blacklist.
Okay.
I really like it. There's one of ones of these is straight gas.
Oh, guys, I know the stream is a little laggy right now because the Wi-Fi. Sorry about that, but if you're gonna rewatch it on YouTube, it'll look really clean.
We haven't hit the auto yet.
So there's one relic and one auto, right?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, I think I just hit it, dude. Yeah.
Oh shit. It better be. It gotta be good.
Oh god. All right. So, should I name out I don't want to call them troll cards for disrespect, but just common autos that I've seen. Like I always in 2K, we always call them like the troll cards.
Okay.
The most common I've seen is Juggling Josh Simplistic, and those are the most two commons, I would say. So hopefully I see someone new, because like I said, I haven't seen everybody's autos yet. All right. Bailey, Cash, Johnny Juzang. You said you wanted FaZe Rug.
Yeah.
All right, here it is. Jidel. Okay. Jidel got a nice little auto.
I like that cracked ice vibe. 1 of 100.
That is a dub. This is the first.
I like the cracked ice, dude. That looks sick.
Yeah, dude. So the quality, it's definitely way better than Series 1. Here's Series 1 kind of cracked ice, just to show you. It's like more flat, I'd say, like in the sense of just like the press of it.
Yeah.
And these have if you take them out, you could see like they're pretty scratched, I would say, most of them. But yeah, dude,
this is solid.
Yeah, I love it.
Guys, somebody's gonna be getting all these cards for free. Eli, Mac, Jidel
again. Oh, Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson autos in here, right?
Yeah.
Grayson, McHale,
Jenna, Henry,
Kenny Chow.
Yes, sir. Hey, we got Flight.
There we go.
In a spotlight.
Oh, B-Dot.
That's OJ Glow. So there's like
So are these short printed?
yeah. So that's the super. Well, I wouldn't say super short print, but short print. Yeah.
That's
So it goes
fire.
in like in our logo colors, right? And rarity.
Gotcha.
So it's like this is kind of like the normal base. Then it goes red, blue, and then what we call OJ.
What do you think are the odds of hitting like a 101 in like
Dude,
one every like
I haven't,
50 hobby boxes?
bro. I've opened 10 cases and I haven't seen one yet.
Are you guys doing 20 box cases or 12 box cases or 10?
It's 10. It's 10. So wait, not 10 cases. I'm sorry, 10 boxes.
Might need to just get a couple cases and put them away. I think
Honestly.
it's like a low key, like kind of a.
And then, dude, so this first case that we had for this is from like the streams that we sent. So I think like from what I've seen, I haven't seen a crazy variety. So I feel like our line that we got was like the same, but it's like everywhere else, like from the site, like from pre-orders are gonna be crazy. Like I don't like they just started shipping those like the Insanes this week. So I'm curious what people pull from there.
All right, I'm hyped.
And we'll rip a jumbo box too, and I'll show you like how insane.
Kai?
Like, Kai's lit.
MMG, this is the guy that was with us at Whatnot.
Oh yeah, he's the man.
My boy, I'm located, didn't know who MMG was. Like, and then my boy, like, because he saw like an Instagram story or something like that, he's like, "Bro, that's MMG. I watched him like crazy. Like, and I was like, "Oh shit, he's a nice guy."
Sam Howell.
Haley. So somebody in the chat did say that she was close to Kobe and Gigi.
Yeah, she's a hooper. Got a Zach Gold.
Jenna.
Hey, that's a spotlight insert. I love
cool.
That
this is like good, like a '90s insert vibes right here.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, I love our inserts in this new series.
Have you gotten into any like '90s inserts and stuff? Like, it's literally like the best.
I see them, but I have like a binder of a bunch of old like cards. Like I went into my storage unit recently from my childhood, and I found some Kobe rookies. I found all my like LeBron rookie cards. Unfortunately, I didn't find like the LeBron, like the first, like, because I completed the entire top set from 2003 to 2006, I think.
Okay.
And so I don't know what I did. I don't know if I sold it already or where the fuck that shit is, but
somebody took it from you, bro. Put it away.
I don't know where I hid it, but I had that gold. I still have the gold one, the gold set. It has his summer league.
Year?
I have his summer league jersey rookie. Like, you remember the 2003, 2004?
What product was it from?
Tops.
Summer league.
So there was a set where you could get the entire set, and it's like gold printed, like rather than the regular one, and they were all wearing like summer league jerseys or something like that. But that's the rookie card I found of him.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's.
So we
gotta grade it.
We ripped all of them, right?
Yeah, that was the full first box. The hits were Jidel and a Joe Nose relic.
All right, guys, we're gonna give away all these cards that we just ripped right now.
Shit, I feel like an old head nowadays.
Why? Because
to be honest,
you're married and shit, bro.
Dude, dude. It's just like I've literally seen like, and just know everyone from this like the jump, bro. Like, I always talk about like RDC. It was funny because I remember I used to do this Q&A every week when I had like 10K maybe on YouTube, and they were doing skits too, and they were like, they sent in a question, and I believe we met at VidCon. It was like one of my first VidCons, RDC World, you know those guys?
Yeah.
And we would always talk, and I saw their skits and stuff. I was like, bro, you guys are gonna like blow up one day. Like, just keep doing your thing. Like, skits are lit, and you guys like have this dynamic that nobody else has, I feel like, and see them now, bro. Like,
they blew up.
They're incredible. I love their shit. Yeah. AMP, man. I'm happy to see them flourishing, everything, man. It's just
like a lot of groups still like kind of disappeared though, too, right?
Yeah, I think it's just like the consistency. Like, some people just either have falling outs or like they just, want to do something else. Like group videos you can't do that forever. Like even our
Yeah.
group, it's like we don't plan on doing it forever, but strong bond, you know, it's just now that we're growing older too, starting families, like we're all just like, okay, what's the next plan, next thing, like what are we doing next? And got to think ahead. As long as you're thinking ahead, you'll be fine. So
all right, we're gonna draw the winner.
let's get it. Is this for all the cards?
Yeah, we're gonna give away the whole
Everything
we ripped. What's up, dude?
What's up, dude? Congrats.
That's a solid name too.
Dude, you just got some bangers, bro.
Hell yeah. Congrats, bro. You got that for free.
Bro, cracked ice out of 100. Like, I think there's base autos, so cracked ice is kind of crazy. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, no worries, bro. That's dope.
What's up, dude?
It's a solid. Have you seen people's whatnot names? They're kind of wild, bro.
They are very wild. I remember when I was first breaking on there, like people would troll me and like make fake accounts of like lit people or take like off guard pictures of me or like I had some dude like come in here and have my whole like body parts like LSK's foot and have a picture of my foot from a weird video and like yeah, and then now they have mods thankfully and like he just bro, I was literally doing this shit before there was moderation, so there's literally no way to like get rid of trolls unless like an actual like employee was in the stream.
Shout out to Binder. He's always in the streams.
Oh yeah,
now.
Hell yeah, dude. Whatnot's grown incredibly. It's lit.
It's huge,
dude. Even their booths and shit at shows be crazy.
Dude, I did a live auction at the Vegas one.
Yeah,
like there. It was crazy because they had PVs of like what it looked like to the person, and people were like coming up and just like watching the auction. Dude. It was like entertainment. You know what I mean?
Bro, the auctions like are just so fun on Whatnot. I love the app, honestly. Like especially now with like TruCreator too, I'll just always just like throw out hella shit.
When you can like connect with like you can connect with your audience through it. So
through the audience, I think auctioning is always just a fun game to do and just have. And you know, if you got the money to spend, I mean, dude, sometimes I have to delete Whatnot because I'd be going crazy in the fucking breaks, bro. I'm not even kidding. I've dead ass deleted it for like 2 months just so I don't get tempted.
You're just in there ripping,
bro. I be ripping. I just love this shit, and this is like I also like. I always go into like the smaller breakers too, to kind of help out and just have fun with it. You know, I'm always trying to support the next.
That's respect, bro. Yeah, because there's a lot of big breakers on Whatnot that, of course, fill rooms and stuff. But there's always guys that are trying to like grow and like
exactly.
I steam.
Everybody starts from somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like if I can, you know, help that in any way, and just also like. It's fun for me too to just go into see new streamers, like meet new people. It's almost like meeting new people as well. Great way to connect.
Yeah, dude. I that was a dope pod, bro. That was a
Hell yeah,
time, bro.
Thank you.
You enjoy it?
I loved it. I could be here for hours, bro.
We got to do another one in a couple months and
see where we are. Hopefully, you know, TruCreator got some new shit and we can break some new shit. But yeah, we got Series 1, Series 2 out now. Got the flight card bid in June 3rd, so get it while you can.
Might put a bid on it,
dude. There's only 4, bro. There's only 4, and only 2 are up for auction. You got to pull this one. I don't even know, dude.
We're either bidding on it or buying a bunch of boxes.
Hey, man, whatever you think is right. I'll
support you.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it regardless, right? And shout out to everybody supporting, you know, the podcast. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, dude.
And shout out to Whatnot. Shout out to just the creators too. The creators, the community, supporting TruCreator. Love everybody, and this is only the beginning.
That's facts. Well, that's a good place to end it. Guys, if you're watching here on Whatnot, thank you for being in the live stream, asking questions, engaging with us, and participating in that pretty dope giveaway.
Yeah, we'll do a lot more.
I'll
be back.
He'll be back 100%. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcast, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you leave a positive review. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment below for me or Chris, and we'll get back to you. And yeah, we'll see you guys very, very soon.
Peace.